Hi, I'm Bobby Stevens. I'm the president and founder of Unlimited Futures, and I'd like to share with you today a process that I discovered for creating whatever it is we want to create in our lives. We call it the 7 steps in the creative process. The first thing I'd like you to do is write down something that you would like to create for yourself. We're going to walk through the 7 steps in the creative process and see how to work with each of these steps to create whatever it is you want. We're just working with principles, so whatever we want to create, it's the same for anything. So we can just think about what you might want to create. Say for instance you want to create an ideal job for yourself, or maybe you want to start your own business, or maybe you want to find your soulmate and create a loving relationship. The principles work exactly the same. And so we're going to walk through each one of those, and I'm going to tell you what the 7 steps are to start with, and then we'll walk through each one of them. The first step is clarity. What do you want? Second step is visualization. Third step is acceptance. Fourth step is focus. The fifth step is intuitive guidance. The sixth step is action, and the 7th step is manifestation. So the reason that this works and these principles work is because of laws of nature, principles of life that govern how everything works. And scientists have now discovered that the principles that we work with are absolutely accurate, that everything on the physical level is energy. And that energy is moved and formed by consciousness. So it's our own thinking and our own, what we're focusing our attention on, that works with the law of attraction. And the law of attraction works just like the law of gravity. It's always there, and it's always having an effect on us. So what happens is whatever energy is necessary to create what we want is attracted to us through the law of attraction, and anything that doesn't fit our beliefs is blocked. So I call it the law of attraction and repulsion, because it doesn't let any energy get to us that doesn't fit our beliefs. So we're going to work with the 7 steps. So the very first step, as I said, is what do you want? What do you want to create for yourself? Now write down what it is that you'd like to create, and then you want to get as clear as you possibly can about what that is. Say for instance you want to start your own business. What kind of business will it be? What kind of service or products will you provide? What kind of needs will you fulfill? What will this do for your customers or clients? Then you want to think about how you'll do it. How are you going to do this new business? How's it going to work for you? How much money do you want to make? How are you going to make money? These are all questions that you need to ask yourself to help you get as clear as you possibly can about what it is you want to create, whatever that is. And then the next step is visualization. This is where we create a form for the energy to fill. We create a form with our thoughts and with our vision, and actually with visualizations we want to get all the senses involved. Einstein says imagination is more important than knowledge, and what we want to do with the visualization step is start imagining. Imagine what it will be like. What will it feel like when you have your own business, or you have this ideal job, or you meet this very special person? What will be going on around you? You want to be able to see this in your mind and live it, because what happens is we can live something in our imagination. The energy is just bringing, the law of attraction is just bringing the energy to us to fulfill that vision, to make that manifest in our experiences. The third step, acceptance. Now we all think that we could accept whatever we wanted, but that is actually the most difficult step for most of us, because this is where our limited beliefs come in. This is where we have to get past all the limited beliefs that we have, because what is happening is we're attracting to ourselves whatever we believe in and focus our attention on. And if it doesn't fit our beliefs, good things can't come to us if we aren't willing to accept them. So this is where we need to work with the process, the Unlimited Futures process of stretching exercises, breathing exercises, and meditation every day, and preferably twice a day if we want to be able to create what we want faster. And the reason for that is because the stress gets built up in our nervous systems, and as we release that stress, we also refine the energy of the mind-body system. And as that energy becomes more refined, we merge with universal intelligence, all knowledge. And that's the only way that we can actually change our beliefs. We have to change our beliefs if we want to create something for ourselves. We have to change those beliefs to change our experiences, because whatever we believe in is what we're going to experience. And so, and I'm sure we've all heard that if you change your beliefs, you'll change your experiences. But then how do you change those beliefs? That's the question. And it doesn't work to just say, I don't want to believe that anymore. And it doesn't work to even know that what you believed is not true. That's still all on the same vibratory level that we've been functioning on before. What happens is we work with the stretching exercises, breathing exercises, and meditation on a daily basis, we refine the energy in the mind-body system. So what happens is then those beliefs are on the level are on the level of energy. They're embedded in the energy of the mind and body. And as we refine that energy, what is there now is a more gross energy, and as that energy becomes more refined, it simply goes away. And we see and understand things from a totally different perspective. We begin to see and understand the laws of nature. We begin to see and understand how things actually work. And we learn how to work in harmony with them to create what we want. But this step is vitally important. And most of us don't realize that it's the only way that I know to actually change our beliefs. It certainly doesn't help to get conscious about them and make a conscious choice to change them, but most of the time they have to be changed on the energy level. And the fourth step is focus. We have to focus our attention on what we want to create. And again, as I said, what we create is in relationship to what we believe and what we focus our attention on. So what we want to do is when we're focusing our attention on something, we are giving that energy. And as we give that energy, or as we focus our attention on something, that brings that draws that to us. So you want to focus your attention on what you want, not what you don't want. Pay no attention to what seems to be going on that could get in your way or that could keep you from creating what you want. What you want to focus on is what you want to create. And then the next step is, the fifth step is intuition. We have to become quiet and still and listen. And when we do, if we work with that, the process of stretching exercise, breathing exercise, meditation on a daily basis, the energy will be sufficiently refined to where we are able to tap into our intuitive abilities. That's when we actually tap into all intelligence. It's there for all of us. Most people aren't able to access it because the energy of the mind-body system is too dense. And as that energy becomes more and more refined, we become more and more intuitive. We become more and more capable of knowing and receiving intuitive guidance. And when we listen, what happens is when we go into meditation, at the end of our meditation, it's really good to bring in to mind what it is you want to create. That's when your thoughts are the most powerful. So when you bring that in, the law of attraction is starting to bring that to us, and it's very powerful to bring that in after meditation. And we will get some intuitive guidance. We will have some things coming to us that we need to do, some things to guide us. And then the next step is action. There will be some things that we know that we need to do now to start to bring about our vision. It will come to us that these are things to do. And so we just go from what it is we know. We just go from where we are and start doing the things that we know will help. We say, assume we want to create a business for ourselves. What are the steps? How do we get started? Let's create we have to create a plan, and we have to follow through. There's all kinds of things we need to do. Whatever it is we want to create, there are things to do. Now, we're all big on action because we are accustomed to acting. But what happens most of the time, if we don't work through these other steps, the action process is just like spinning our wheels. Because we're doing a lot of stuff. We're doing things, but we're not getting the kind of results. And what will happen as we work with this process over time, we will find that we can do less and accomplish more. And it's a process of just simply doing what comes to you to do. And then, of course, the last step is manifestation. It will show up. Whatever you're visualizing, whatever you're focusing your attention on, is going to manifest in your life. And of course, by the time we get near manifestation, we'll already know that it is definitely done. And of course, that's part of the acceptance step. Once we've totally accepted it, it's really a done deal. But we have to get to past the point of having any doubt or resistance. And once we can really accept it, then the rest of it is easy. It's all downhill from here. It's really easy. And then, of course, the manifestation step. People sometimes ask why we call it a step, because it's a result. But we call it a step because it's really important to be aware that you actually created this, so you can create something else for yourself. Once you start working with the process and understanding how the process works, then you will realize that you can create whatever you want. So you start working with something. Just pick something that you want to create. Start working with the process, and you'll learn how to work with it better and better over time. So thank you.
Excellent. Excellent.